Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of TTO Radio, the total takeover marketing explosion here on the planet Earth. Today, we're going to be talking about how to explode your business on launch day, which is today, a momentous day. Are you ready? Are you ready, Carl? Are you ready, Joan? Are you ready, Janet? Let's talk about this. How do you promote and market and advertise and create relationships in and about your daily action plan for a momentous day like this? Go over to you, Carl.
Great, thanks, Andrew. It's really exciting today. I mean, we've been waiting 21 days for this. January 5th, Total Takeover came to life in a free launch format. And, this was a way for us to pre-build our organizations for the launch day, which is today. Now, what has been really funny about everything is, when we were doing our predictions out there, we were predicting, 20, 30,000 people, roughly in maybe 21 days. A lot of times it's usually between 10 and 20. And remarkably, we are just this close to almost 100,000 people. I've been in a lot of pre-launch formats, and I have never seen 100,000 people in 21 days, ever. I don't even know if that's ever happened. I've been in this industry 35 years. Maybe it has. I don't know, but I've never seen it. And I'm sure a lot of the panelists that we get to on here will probably give their take on that as well. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, these are all free people. Well, here's the funny part. You don't get this kind of growth this rapidly if people are not going to take action. Okay, I personally predict 60 to 90% of the almost 100,000 registered will activate into this program. And the reason for that is not only because of the phenomenal products we have, but the absolute genius compensation plan that they've put together, which will work for anybody. It doesn't matter what your experience is. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or whether you're somebody who's green and never ever tried network marketing before. We have this unique safety net for those particular individuals to allow them to still make money while they're building the business. And people are going to see this, and this is what's so exciting about what's going to happen today. Now, the big thing that you usually see on a lot of launches is that the testimonials come out. This is where this program will probably triple in size in the first 30 to 60 days. Okay, that's my prediction. Because of the growth that we had, the excitement and momentum we have, and what the testimonials are going to do. Now, before I get into anything about that, I want to go across the panel here and get everybody's feeling about what today, what they feel today is going to bring. So let's go over to Joan, and then we'll go across to Janet, and then back to Andrew.
Well, I can't tell you how excited I am about this launch. I've been in lots of pre-launches before, but I've never been in a pre-launch that you can get involved for just $89 a month, including your auto ship. This is just unbelievable. And if people say, well, it's too much, I have a testimonial. I was in pre-launch with a company, and it cost $1,250 on launch day to get involved. I had a lot of people come in. So if I have a lot of people come in just for that launch at that cost, think of how many more people are going to come in for the $89. And the fact that this program is such an invaluable program in teaching us how to market online, giving us the tools that we need, the support we need, the upline ones that are there to reach out and to help us build our businesses. this opportunity is a no-brainer. I have never in my life, and I've been in network marketing for 25 years, never have I seen and heard such a buzz as I have around Total Takeover. And it's because for the first time, there's a launch of a company that is exuding, we want to help. We want to help you be successful. And if you were on the call last night and listened to Val and watched Val's expressions when he was speaking, you know that the integrity of this company is second to none. I have never seen a launch before where I have seen the involvement of the heads of the company that are reaching out and saying, you know, we want to take you by the hand. We want to help you be successful. This company not only says it, they're proving it to us by what is going to be available for us to help grow our businesses when we get into launch and see what's on the table. I feel more confident about promoting this company more so than any other company I've ever been in. And it's because of what I see. I see integrity, I see honesty, I see an effort to reach out and help people like I have never seen before. So all I can say to all of you out there, today's launch day. Get into the program, pay your $89 and just watch the explosive growth that's going to not only make you money, but make you a better network marketer.
Okay, let's go over to Janet.
Janet's turn.
Hey everybody, well this is an exciting day in all aspects, and you know, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I don't know if you're ready for this. This is the first launch I've ever been actually involved in, like a real true launch. First time. 15 years here on the internet, this is the first time. And Andrew, you're pulling it off today. You look amazing, love the suit. You are representing this company to the nth degree. You're showing us what this is really about. This is a professional company for professionals, for internet marketers, for network marketers. This is the be-all and end-all of everything that's out there, and it really is the first launch I've been involved in. I've seen lots of launches come and go. I've seen lots of programs that have, I mean, I've actually been involved in them, but not involved in the launch the way I am with this company. And I'm involved because of the people that are part of this company. That's what makes a difference here. You know, and I'm going to say it, I've been online for 15 years. There's lots of systems out there, lots of generic systems out there. What makes this one different is, as Joan touched on, the people that are here to help, because that is the message that's being portrayed out there, is that this company is about helping you. I've been involved in a lot of other systems, and they've got great systems. They work fine if you know how to work the system. There's not a lot of training and support, not the hands-on kind of support that's available here, not the people involved that really and truly care about your success, not just theirs. And whether you're in their downline or someone else's downline, it doesn't matter. It's about learning how to do this and learning how to use the strategies, learn the skills you need to learn. That's all here for you. And they've put it together in such a way that it's well, it's going to make my job easier. I'm looking forward to the future because I know what is possible for me. But what really gets me excited is what's possible for everybody that comes into this company today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It's going to be the same because of the way they've set this up. It is here for forever in my mind, because the people that are a part of this are the best people I know in this market. And you know, I'm going to throw myself in there. I think I'm one of the best too. I've been here for, you know, certainly stood the test of time, and that's why I'm here working with Carl and Val and Tracy and Joan and Andrew and everybody who's part of the team. Alejandro's usually here, and you know, all the leaders that are out there. I've met such amazing people all with hearts as big as I can imagine, who really care about everyone else's success. And when you get a group of people together that are on the same platform, they've got the same ideas, the same ideals, that's when you make magic happen. And that's why, as we launch this business today, we're launching with over 100,000. I'm sure we're at the 100,000 mark by now. It is phenomenal, because this is what people have been looking for: simplicity, quality, and the best team on the planet. So thanks to Total Takeover for being here, and thank you to all the leaders for bringing this together. It's an honor to be part of this team. So on to, I guess, Tracy came. Do we have to give her a hard time because she was late, or do we let her go today? Well, maybe she still got a hangover.
we'll bypass her one round, and just for good measure, to put her in the heat box there. No, Tracy, come on, tell us your wisdom from all of your professionalism that you so graciously bring to us here at TTO.
I don't know if it's graciously or gracefully. After my last slip up there that you ever so did remind us all of the hangover, the Total Takeover hangover, I will never live that one down. But you know what? It's all marketing. It's all marketing. That's what we are. We're all marketers. And you know what? Another thing is we have such a lot of fun on these hangouts. And it's because of all you guys. It's because of the panel. It's because of all the people that tune in to listen. People call in and ask their questions. And I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. You know what? It's just something that I give you guys one more thing to jab me over, and it's all a lot of fun. And you know, Andrew, you always say, I've got my notepad. Yes, I do take notes because I like to reflect on the things that people comment on or have to say, because we've got such great panelists here with so many years of wisdom. You know, and they bring their personal experience to the table, and they're human. You know, and that's the thing that we have to always remember about in this industry is people are human, and it's the human touch that really makes the difference. And you know, Andrew, gotta say, you're looking pretty darn sharp today, sharp-dressed man, and you know what, it is all about, like you say, representing the company. Every single one of us are representatives. You know, we're independent contractors, don't get me wrong, but we're representing what we are doing. And so it doesn't matter what company you work for. It doesn't matter whether you're in the government sector or the private sector, or whether you're you know, always remember that you are a reflection of what you represent. So if you're representing your a company, you know what, you always want to make sure that you're doing it in the right manner. And yeah, we've got such great training here. We haven't even got into the tools and everything that we've got that are coming for us, and yet look at the leaders. Leaders lead, and look at the charge. You're right, we're over 98,000. We're coming close to 100,000 people that are already in this free launch stage. So, you know, it really is about what's possible in this industry. And it's the dreams and the visions. We had that on another hangout that we did just a little while ago. And you know what? It's what's possible. And we're bringing those dreams for people to life. And it's from the people that lead the charge. And that's, Janet, you said that you've never been involved in a pre-launch thing. I've been involved in them. I've been part of a corporate structure before. And I'm telling you, what people don't know. What people don't know is how much work goes on behind the scenes. It is 24/7, and sometimes, if you could imagine it being more than that. I mean, these people are going over and above the call of duty. I mean, they're doing everything possible. Are people human again? Yeah, they're human. You know what? Everybody does the best of their abilities, and it's when the group comes together like this with all of this talents and skills that's when magic happens, and we're watching that happen right now. So, you know, it's going to stand the test of time because of who's behind it, because of the integrity of the people that are putting this together, and of course because of all of you coming to the table in that belief and showing your integrity and your history. That says a lot. We talked about credibility the other day, creating your credibility. It's who you hang out with as part of your credibility. So look at us. We're all hanging out here together on the hangout, and you know, and bringing in. We'll be bringing in more people, talking to more people, coming on the panel. We'll have some more panelists here tomorrow as well. people that are watching, you know what, this isn't team specific. This is for anybody that wants to come and participate. It's an open forum, and of course on the telephone and through Skype, as Andrew's got set up with the TTO radio. I mean, this is brilliant. We've never seen anything like this. This type of a structure anywhere online, and you know, through this group of leadership and the imagination and creativity. Look what has been developed already, and folks, we're just in the beginning stages of all of this, and where it's going, who knows? But it's definitely on the upswing, and you can tell by just the attention that it's gotten in 3 short weeks. Like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, it's always been a hard build, and getting out and doing the marketing, and I tell you this one, when you want to talk about viral marketing, you don't understand viral marketing, this is viral marketing. So, Andrew, I'm going to send it back over to you because it looks like you might have a caller on the line.
Actually, we do have callers, Tracy, and before I address that, I want to thank you for the comments, not just to me, but to everyone else that has participated in pulling this off, especially Carl. Especially Carl, yourself, Janet, Joan, and most especially Val, David, and Wallace. Thanks to everybody. But even more important than all of these is you, the very brand new person. And we want to invite you to call in. You can call in by dialing 712-775-7035. And the participant access code is 213-884 and then the pound sign. And then all you have to do if you're listening by telephone at that number is to raise your hand. And you do that by pressing *6 and listen for the prompt. I'll see you and I'll bring you on live, and you'll be able to ask questions or make comments. Wow, Tracy, you said a mouthful, and you know it does take the conglomeration of experience and wisdom from different people to create a company. If you'll go to the dictionary and look up the definition of company, you'll see that it's not about a business. It's about an association of people. A company has to do with the people, not the business itself. So we are a company. And we are a company of professionals who want to see you succeed. Like my tagline says, it's not up right now, but this is all about you making real money. Call in and participate. Press *6 and raise your hand. Let's hear your questions and your comments. Let's go back across the panel again. I know Carl has something to add to all this. I'm glad you're feeling better, Carl. Carl was kind of under the weather last week, and I had a scratchy throat from being in association with him here. Our videos, applets were thumbnails were touching each other, and I ended up. Thanks, Carl. So anyway, I'm over it. I'm so happy and grateful that my body is a highly tuned, dynamic, divine machine that combats any viral or bacterial attack that comes upon it, and that I'm always getting over whatever attack that may be. So, Carl, you're the same way, and I'm glad that you got over it like just miraculously in just a couple of days, and here you are. So, where do you want to steer this? You have a way of steering promotions. And you have a way of coordinating and putting together the things that you do on a daily basis to enjoy your current success. So, what is it that Tracy and Janet have said? Wait, we haven't even went to Joan yet, have we? Yeah, we have. What is it that you have heard so far, Carl, that you want to comment on and put in your awesome categorization skill set?
Well, you know, the one thing that I've been focused on for the last 24 hours is exactly what I'm going to do today, okay? You know, launch days are very, very exciting days. But the other thing that's very important is how to be able to come out on top, you know, be the person, you know, get yourself at the front of the line and really get out there and hit everyone hard on launch day. And the one thing that I've learned over the last couple of years from various different marketers that I've worked with is how you need to feed the public, okay? And all that has to do with hitting them with what they want to know. Okay. Now, in our business, in our online business, whether TTO because it's our launch today, but in business in general, when a business launches, the one thing that people are looking for is the credibility of it, the excitement of it, the proof of it. Okay. And one thing that I've been able to capitalize on different businesses that I've been in over the years is I capitalize on what people want. They want to see what's actually happening. Is this company really growing? Is the rah-rah out there really momentum happening, or is it just, slap in the dark type stuff? So what I've done is I've gone out there and I've taken proof snapshots or even done video. Okay, we all know that everybody goes, oh, that's photoshopped or whatever it is. The first thing people want to do is blame Photoshop on everything. This is why what I've been doing now for the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. If anybody that's connected with me on social media, they'll see my posts where I'm actually making snapshots of the growth that's happening in my back office, okay? From the power line, which is the people coming into the company, to my enroller tree, which is my actual personal downline, from me down, okay? And I've shown that growth every single day, twice, sometimes 3 times a day over the course of time. Okay, so now we're up to the launch and the pre-launch date. We're here now. So the next thing people want to see is, okay, we're all now going to start paying into here. So the next thing people want to see is, okay, you showed us all those numbers of the people there. Now it's time for you to really put your money where your mouth is and start showing us that the money is flying in. Okay? Now, this is kind of a gray area for people. Okay? They can do or not do this. Over the years that I've been in this, I've really not been one to actually show the type of money that I make in business. But what I have learned is that the ones that did start to do that are the ones that catapult up. So over the last, I'm going to say 18 months to 2 years, I've actually shared, my growth, okay? And when I've done that, I've tripled in size, okay? Because people, it's funny because it's not like the brick and mortar world. Where offline is, if you have an offline business, it's really nobody's business to know how much money you make. Okay, you're in business, they see that you have a business and stuff like that there, so they automatically assume you're making money. In our world here, for some reason, we actually have to prove to people that we're making money. And that's really funny because I still get torn, on doing that. But I have chosen to, show the proof to show people that, yes, this actually does. And I'll even go to the point of doing video and doing that too. And everybody can say, well, that could be all made up too. Well, you're either going to believe it's there or you're not going to believe it. And the ones that tend to still question it, they're the skeptics that are really never going to make any money in this world, period. So they might as well stay off the internet and go and get a brick and mortar job because that's where you know you're going to get paid. Okay? While the rest of us online will make 3, 4, 5, 10 times as much money as you'll ever make in a brick and mortar. That's what you have to decide. You have to decide when you're going to allow your skepticism to go away and your realism to kick in. Okay, and that took me a while myself to do, but so I will share that with people if they ask me in a very nice, pleasant way. If they demand it upon me to say you can't be making any money, I demand you show me it, and I says, you know what, go get a job. Okay, it's all a matter of being professional online, being professional with the people, and showing people that results are there. It's funny with an online business versus a brick and mortar to have to try and prove that out there. But, you know, those of us that are ethical and moral out there, we're not going to use Photoshop. We're going to show the actual results. I've shown my results for years. I've even got to a point where I've actually opened up my back office and shown people everything that's there live with the clock ticking and everything in the background. Okay? Do I need to do that? No, I don't think I do. Okay? Will I do it again? Probably not. Okay? Because if they can't believe my results now, then they're never going to believe them anyway, so it really doesn't matter. The point is this, okay? Out of everything I've just said here, the point is this. If you want to get in the game and get to the top of the leaderboards and everything else, not only using the software that we're going to be providing, or not the software, but the system that we're going to be providing here, but just use some common sense. Share the results that you're getting with people, okay? It's going to help you, it's going to help your credibility, and it's going to help get your word out, because people react when they see results, okay? In a free launch, we needed to show growth results. That's how I attracted so many people to me, and I think I put 50 or 60 people personally in the last 2 weeks into my business because of the personal results I was showing. My team, from me down, grew from a couple of hundred to now over 16,000 in 21 days. I'd never had anything. That's a milestone for me. I've never experienced anything like that. Tracy, probably around 25,000. Janet, over 2,000. I mean, this is absolutely incredible, but it's because we show results. Now's the time to step up the game. As the people are registering, which is going to be happening anytime here within the next couple hours, the activation will come into place and people will start paying, and then everything starts showing differently in the back office. The genealogy build, the money starts showing up. Then you have the proof of all the work that you've done for 21 days now comes to stage 2. So that's my part for right now. Let's go to the rest of the panel to have them weigh in. Tracy?
Well, yeah, Carl. I just want to add to that. You know what? There's a lot. What you said. You know, you do a snapshot of your business. You have to have a snapshot in your mind. First of all, is your business is a business, and you have to measure your business. You have to measure your activity. You have to measure your growth. And you know, there's a lot of people, or a majority of the people, I think, in this industry. And that's the problem, is they don't treat it like a business, and they've never been taught how to treat it like a business because they've never been in business, and this might be their first, you know, kick at the cat, if you will. That's probably not the right term, but, you know, saying that's what they're going to do. They're going to try this home-based business thing. They're going to try this online thing, and there's so much education that goes into it. It's not just about signing up and making a payment. It's so much more than that. It's about showing up. It's about understanding. It's about learning the business, learning the education, learning, you know, treating it like a business. I do want to make a comment, though, just quickly with regards to, you know, you were making some comments with regards to Total Takeover. Wait for the email from corporate, because I know that I'm a clicker. I know that everybody else out there is a clicker, and everybody will be clicking on buttons and stuff. Wait. You know what? You're not going to beat anyone to the punch. Nobody is going to, if they pay 10 minutes before you, they're not going to have any advantage over these few days that we're going to have as a grace period. Be patient, folks. You know, that everything is in that you know, first stages, and you know what? Don't be in a real rush. There is no benefit to being in a rush. You know, and be patient. We work through all these things. This is why the leaders, such as what we've got here and you guys out there, every single one of you, the 98,000 people, are leaders, have taken a leadership role in this industry because you've chosen to be part of this growth. Sorry, Andrew, I'm just going to mute you. I think there's some noise coming in there. Every single one of you have decided to take a leadership role, because in a pre-launch company, I've been in a few pre-launch and worked with corporate through a lot of this development structure. It's not any different than like a brick-and-mortar corporation, except it's on a larger scale. So, you know, you have to be able to ride through the questions and ride through the answers. You have to be able to think like an entrepreneur. You have to be able to think like a business person. You have to be able to be out there gathering the information, the real information, not perceived information. You have to make sure that the answer comes from the source and not developed from a frustrated individual that has answered a question. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that go on here with regards to, you know, getting in the information flow, making sure that we get the questions answered, and that we keep this as a business format. You know, people get. I think that the biggest challenge that we have in any company, in any online business, home-based business, is it's about people. And it's about, I mean, our product is people. It's about developing people. It's about raising people up. It's about answering their questions. It's about keeping people calm when they get excited. You know, I mean, excitement is awesome, but if they're getting excited and running the wrong direction, then it's about, you know, about keeping people aligned. It's about, that's the corporate structure, folks. It's aligning your people. And if everybody's going in the same direction, I'm telling you, there's no knowing where that train's going to go. And that's where we're at right now. I mean, this train really is powerful. It's leaving the station. There's so many people on board with it, and we're so very excited about what's developed already. We've got some more things to do. You know, I mean, let's face it, folks, when you have almost 100,000 people come on board in 3 weeks, I mean, just think of that. That's massive. There's nothing like that ever happened before. So, you know what, I just want to have a big shout out to our corporate team and everything that they've done so far. I mean, honestly, folks, give them a big round of applause, because they've really come to the table and done a lot of really great things for us here already. So, you know what? Be patient. Don't be in a rush to be pushing that button. It's not going to benefit you before the next guy. We've got a few days of grace. And you know what? You'll be getting some information from corporate out through emails here shortly if they haven't already. I haven't checked. But you know what? They're working their rear ends off for every single one of us. And I just want to show gratitude where gratitude is due. So anyways, back over to you, Andrew. Do we have any callers? And welcome, Alejandro.
We seem to constantly have callers on this show, and we seem to constantly be doing everything right, I guess, because they don't like to raise their hands as often as I would expect. That means that's good, because that means that we're doing our job. But we want to encourage you callers to raise your hand, press *6, and follow the prompt. We'd like to at least hear your comments. Alejandro, hey, welcome to the show. Was wondering if you were going to make it or not. So awesome day. Have you been following the show? Have you been tuned in on Google or YouTube so far?
Yes. Good morning to you all. Unfortunately, I have some other things to do down here, but I noticed that I hasn't got in, so it is better late than never. So I'm here. Okay, we are on the 26th. That's a starting point, right?
Today is launch day. Yes, today is the day. We can't say that today is the day that we make marketing history, because we've already done that. I think it's, let's see, you know, I haven't even looked just lately. What is it? Let me go in here and take a look, just for kicks right now. Clicking on the genealogy. Personally, there's been over 98,086 people come in after me. I don't know what the total is for the company. Wow, that's a lot of people within 3 weeks. Alejandro.
I just want to add to that, Andrew, and to everybody. Here's the thing is with perception for people, and it's all about perception. It's 100% about perception, and we have to be conscious of that. Launch is not a day, it's a process. And today is the first day of the process. And so we enter from the free launch, now we're entering into the pre-launch era. And so I just want to impress that on people about making sure that, and I think that's where, I mean, you know, people get really anxious about it. Hey, it's exciting. I'm not denying that. It's really an exciting time for all of us, because we're being part of this process. And for, like Janet said, never been a part of a structure at this point in a company setup before. It's very exciting for so many people. And you know what? But it is still a process over the course of the next few days. So I just want to make sure that I impress that on people. So here's the thing: we're talking about how to maximize your growth through this launch process or launch period, pre-launch period. Remember, folks, your business is still business as usual. Just because we've hit this phase today doesn't mean that all of the things that you were doing yesterday changes, because this is just to give you sort of a snapshot of from my background in the corporate world. We always had a weekly budget meeting, or Tuesday budget meetings, and it was always the week that is, the week that was, and the week that will be. So analyze what you've done. Analyze what you've accomplished. If you started January 5th, or if you started just yesterday, it doesn't matter. You still have a history. So go and analyze what growth you've done, what you've done to produce that growth, and then that's your history. You're going to review what you've done. That's your business review. Now take a look at your actions this current week. What are your actions going to be this week? Do you have a game plan? What are you going to do this week now? Because guess what? We've got a week here where people are going to be, upgrading, and, it's going to be a little bit of chaos going on because people are asking questions, the button's there, where's the email from corporate? So we're kind of in that sort of little chaotic spot right now. But, it's just excitement because everybody's really excited. So that's awesome. So, but you know what? Guess what? Just because everybody's pushing the button doesn't mean that your business has stopped growing. You still need to go out and do business as usual. You've still got this same time frame right now. Continue to sponsor people. Help your people to sponsor people so that they understand the process. Remember, that person that's coming in today is brand new to this structure. They don't have a history yet. So that's where, Carl, like you were saying, you can share your history with these people and say, look, this is what we've done so far. We're going to welcome you in with open arms to our family, our total takeover family, because that's really what we're developing here. It really is a culture of a family here. It's really great that people helping people. You see it in the Facebook group. We've got almost 7,000 people in the Facebook group now, and it's wonderful. I look at the pressure that has taken off of our corporate support. Support is supposed to be for technical issues, not asking when is the webinar going to be up. Go to the Facebook group and ask all those questions. People helping people. That's our family over there, folks. And we've only got 7,000 people, but I can tell you it's been a wonderful group. People are awesome in there because everybody is helping everybody else. It does not matter who you belong to, who your upline is, downline. It's a success line, and that success line is multidimensional. It involves every single one of us, because without somebody else, even if they're not in your organization, this company wouldn't exist, and it wouldn't be growing at the rate it's growing right now. So we have to think that way. We're all here helping each other. So analyze what you've done. Give yourself a pat on your back for getting to where you are today, because you know what? You've moved your business forward. You've moved forward. You've learned. You've been part of this awesome team. So now analyze now what you're going to do today. What are you going to do today in your Carl, you gave us a wonderful, that 90-day plan. Awesome, and I know we're going to go and take that apart a little bit further in our future Hangouts, because I think that that's critical for people's success, for a lot of people, for everyone. I don't care if you're a veteran or if you're brand new to the industry. I think that we need to reset our minds and reset our buttons sometimes to get back to basics again, and especially for the people that are veterans, because we forget that where the beginners start, sometimes we have to go in and do a bit of a cleansing to remember where they're positioned at in their mindset. They don't know where to even start. So we have to kind of go back to beginning basics with ourselves. The basics are the basics, and that's what this industry is based on. It's human connection, people connecting, people talking to people. That's what this industry is based on. So we have to keep remembering that. Yeah, it's awesome sharing our results, but that might be a little bit intimidating for the person that's first starting out. If I tell somebody what my income is, it's going to do one of two things. They're going to say, well, that's not very much, or they're going to say, well, that's unachievable. that I can never do that. So, you know, those kind of things people get in their mind too. It can go one of two directions, and maybe not the right direction. It's all about them. It's what they're capable of doing. It's what we can do to assist them through the process, offering them the tools and the support, the training, and that's what's been really great so far. Even though we haven't even got all of the incredible tools that we're going to get and the incredible training that we're going to get through Total Takeover, we've had such an amazing group of people that have gotten together to take people with their knowledge, their background, and their tools to get everybody to where we are today. You know, so I just want to make sure that everybody understands that, you know what, be proud of what you've done. Always be proud of what you've done. Stand tall, be bold in your approach. And you know what? You're already lighting the path for other people if you've stood up and already taken charge. So you know what? Other people will follow in that light if you stand with the correct posture in that. But measure it as a business. I think that's really important, that we measure everything as a business and keep making sure that right now work like you've never worked before in this next 30-day period, because everything that you do in your first 30 days, and I'm speaking specifically to the people brand new in here as well, is everything, the speed of the leaders, the speed of the pack, and everything that you do in your first 30 days will determine the growth rate of your organization and your success rate. So I've rambled on again. I like to do that. Floor's open, you guys. Over to you.
That's good rambling, Tracy. I guess to sum it all up is today's show is really about the same things we've been saying. It's just different things. It's the same subject matter. It's the same information that we're attempting to deliver to you. And to wrap that up, I believe it is how do you be more successful. So you know that's what it's about. It's about doing the next right thing. And what is the next right thing? Well, it has to do with what your vision is, and we have vision here. It takes leaders with vision like you have here at this panel to lead people with dreams like watching. And you know, if you're watching, then you're a leader because you've shown up. You have the opportunity to participate right here on this hangout. And you can do that by going to ttoradio.info, and all the information is there for you to call in and listen by phone next time, or listen to by Google Hangout next time, or YouTube next time, or actually if you do not have a phone and you're not in the United States or the Western world, if you're in the Eastern world and you'd like to call in, you can do it via Skype. We can only take one Skype caller at a time, so I ask that you do not call the studio Skype, text the studio Skype, and that is TTO Radio on Skype. I'll see your text, I'll see your intent, and then I'll bring you on at the proper time via Skype, and you'll be here on this monitor. So let's go back across the panel now. Janet, I know you're itching to comment on what Tracy just said, let alone all the other things that have come to the table, you know, that has been mentioned. But tell us a little bit about what you're going to do today concerning promoting your business.
Well, I'm really glad you brought that up. And Tracy, you're awesome as usual. I just love your leadership. And, you know, the beauty of this team is we all think alike. We recognize that, you know, everyone has their challenges. And, you know, for 15 years, my passion has been helping newbies, I guess you can call it, although some of the newbies I work with have been online for 10 years and still really haven't figured it out. And it's about having a process that works. And what am I going to do today now that we've launched, now that it's real? I'm going to be doing the same thing I do every single day. And if you don't have a plan that you're working every single day, your business is never going to grow no matter what the business is. Pre-launch, launch, the process is the same. I'm out marketing every day. I probably spend 2 to 3 hours a day maximum. That's the most I spend doing actual advertising. The rest of the time, I'm following up with members. I'm helping them move forward. I'm answering their questions. I'm doing support for a large group of people. So the truth is, I hear people tell me, you know, they're spending 15, 16 hours a day online, and my answer to them is, you're not doing the things you need to be doing. Carl has an action plan in place that is very simple to follow. I love Tracy's comment that, you know, we're going to dig deeper into that 90-day action plan, because that's where the pieces of the puzzle sometimes fall apart. All the plans are there, but people get to the plan and they go, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't know how to do that, and that doesn't make sense, and there's too much there. And so the whole purpose of this amazing team that we have is to help clarify that and go down that rabbit hole with them and say, okay, here's a training on this specific little bit. If you just follow this, it works. It's like Carl's training that he's done on LinkedIn. I sat and watched it the one day. I actually fast forwarded the video to the part that he did on LinkedIn, and I watched it and I paused it and I thought, okay, that's exactly where he is. I went to LinkedIn and did it. After 2 or 3 times, it was second nature. It wasn't new and foreign to me anymore. But I need you to hear that. I need you to hear that. I've been here for 15 years. And I had to watch Carl's video to learn how to do what he was doing. I had to take the time and learn it, go to LinkedIn and push those buttons and see, okay, now I can see where I do that. So I had to do that. You need to do that too. You need to take the time to learn these applications, to apply these strategies. There's no secret to how you make this work. Follow the plan every day. Make sure that you're getting your link in front of people. There's a ton of free ways to do it. Social networks make it really simple for you to connect with people. It's about you getting out there and do it. There's a million and one ways to do this. This team, I think, offers you the best ways to do it. With Carl's 90-day plan and the activities that we recommend you do, to me, are some of the top activities. And if you do them every day, your business will grow. So what am I doing today? Same thing I did yesterday and the day before. Same thing I'm going to do tomorrow. That changes every day. I'm always out there looking for the best way to get to people, but that's what I'm doing. I'm out advertising, following up, following my plan, helping others do the same. If you do it, you're going to be successful. That's the secret. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's a secret.
Thank you so much, Janet. I want to add something too. Something that people may want to do if you're pre-registered to Total Takeover. Something you may want to do today is log into your back office. And whenever you log into your back office, if you will look, let me share my screen right quick. One moment. If you'll look, let's see. How do I share my screen? Here we go. Screen 1. Got it. If you will look into your back office and over to the left, there's this button here that says Activate Now. This would be probably a good thing for you to do today. Click on that button, and then
I just want to make sure that, you know what, it might be wise to just wait for the email to come from corporate. That was kind of where I was going about, you know what, there's no rush. And I think that, I mean, they can do that. They can upgrade of it, but there is no rush to it. But that is where, if they put it back, it was up and it came back down again. So I just want to make sure that everybody, they said there is no rush to it, to make sure that there are some instructions that are coming out as well. All right?
Okay. Later today, then. Yeah. Later today. All right. I may have missed that when you were talking. Sitting here multitasking, you know, sometimes I do that. So my bad.
Here's what happened was, I'm a clicker. Okay, let's just I'll share the story because I am a clicker. And they had the button up a couple of days ago, and it was only up for, I think, maybe 2 minutes. And I found it and clicked on it. And I did not think it was, I was testing it because I'm a tester. I like to have information for my team. And it went through. I wasn't expecting it to go through. And so, you know what, that was a test. So, you know what, and I know that people are in there, that they are clicking on it. You know, I just want to make sure that people understand that, you know, maybe that the information hasn't got out yet. Yes, it's there live and it has come down. If it comes down and you go looking for it and it's not there, don't panic. They are in that process again. So, you know what, let the company do their job. Let the company tell people when to do it. Let the company send out the information. If the people have already gone ahead and done so, don't worry, you don't have an advantage over anyone else. We have a few days of grace to get the job done. However, you can go in and make sure your credit card information is in there. The company is not going to en masse take your money. You have to physically activate it because they don't have the authorization to do that. So if it's there, I know that lots of people already done that because everybody's in a rush to do so. I just like to want to make sure that people know that the company will be giving the directives. We're not. Okay? Just
got it. Cool. I appreciate that. And again, I apologize. I missed that while ago. I think you said something like that, and I was multitasking, and sometimes I don't hear everything. So, all right. Thank you, Janet, for letting us know that you're going to do this same thing that you always do. Hey, Joan, what's your take at this point?
Can you hear me? Okay. One of the things that I think every one of us need to do is project ourselves 6 months from now. Everybody has a vision. What is your vision for the future? If you get involved now by enrolling, where are you going to be 6 months from now? Well, I'm going to tell you a secret. If you don't enroll, you will never know. So I recommend everybody enroll and work toward the objective of where you want to be 6 months from now. The reason I'm saying this is because I've looked very closely at this comp plan, and I have never, ever before seen a comp plan that is so simple and gives you the ability to make as much money as you want to make. But what you need to do is you need to get involved. You need to be part of the process. You need to really project the future of what you want to get out of being in this program. And one of the things you need to do is not just project it for yourself, but what about your downline? What about the people you bring in? Are you going to be there to support them and help them and get them moving in the direction they need to be moving in to make money? When you put all of this in its proper perspective and you start working and reaching out to help others, that's when you're going to see the money rolling in. So this is something I feel is very, very important. It's one thing to bring somebody in to get them to sign up for the amount of $89, but do you just drop them in and let them float on their own? That's not what this program is all about. This program is about helping others, and that includes the people in your downline. You want this to work smoothly. You want it to start generating. You want it to start moving forward. You've got to put your due diligence in as a leader to help your team get moving, and everybody benefits. Everybody moves forward because of what you're doing. So not only you, teach your team to do the same, and you're going to see amazing things happen. In 6 months, you will have accumulated money that you've never seen before in network marketing.
I just want to add something to that too. You know, we've spent now the last 21 days, everybody listening to this, everybody within Total Takeover, we spent the last 21 days building our teams, okay? All waiting for this moment to start today. The one thing I really want to caution people on is that you've spent this time to do this. Don't sit back now and wait to see what's going to happen. Okay, this is what kills most businesses out there, and your businesses, like the people, the marketers there. They sit back, they go, okay, I've built it now. Now I'm going to wait and see what happens. Okay, if every entrepreneur today spent the time that you did building your team and sat back and waited to see what would happen because it's launch day, now I got to see if it actually works. If entrepreneurs did that, if Sir Richard Branson did that, if Bill Gates did that, if Donald Trump did that, if any of the mega stars of marketing did that, do you think they would be where they are today? Okay? This is so important that you need to listen to this and understand this. Because I know a lot of people are going to sit back now and wait to see. They want to see if their downline is going to upgrade, if they're going to do that. Here's what's going to happen, okay? You're going to get so caught up in that you're going to literally almost miss the boat. because you're going to be missing all of the people you could have contacted that somebody else, like maybe me or Tracy or Joan or Janet or Andrew or anybody else listening to this, is going to go and contact those people and get them involved in the business before you had the opportunity to, because you waited. Okay? Tracy said this on one of the Hangouts, that waiting is a cancer, and it is. It's cancerous to your business. Okay? Nobody ever in any business, whether it's brick and mortar, whether it's online, whatever it is, you can't wait to see what happens. Because waiting is like putting the nails in the coffin. Okay? That's what it is, folks. Okay? It's something that makes or breaks your business. You've worked very hard up until this moment. Each and every one of you listening to this, you've worked very, very hard to introduce people to this. You can't stop now. Now is actually the time you hit the accelerator. Okay? That's why we talk about now that, you know, you've got, if you haven't been doing your posts on a regular basis, like I show in the 90-day plan, you've got to start doing it now. You've got to start showing the proof of growth. You've now, when people are coming in and paying the money, you know, choice is up to you whether you want to show the monetary growth. Okay? I personally recommend it. I never used to agree with it before, but I've seen businesses of mine double and triple when I did that. Okay? One business I was in it for 11 days, and I created $2,300 in sales just by utilizing that method. Okay? So this is what happens. People need to see proof. They're visual. They want to see what's happening. That's why you need to invite them to the webinars. That's why you need to bring them to the Hangouts here, because we do provide pretty good information, regardless of what some of you may think. Okay? We provide very good value here. On the webinars, Val Smith goes over everything every single day. Exactly what everybody wants to hear and see, that's what he goes over. So I'd like to thank all the panelists for their input right now, because it's so important today that you don't step back, is that you jump forward now. Okay? So don't put on the brakes. Don't wait and see what happens, because I'm telling you, it's going to kill your business. Okay? Put on the accelerator. Over to you, Andrew.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the panelists. We are at the top of the hour. Is there any other panelists have any other input that you would like to add to this before we start winding down? It's Tracy?
You saw my lips moving, didn't you?
By the way, if you want to know whenever Tracy's putting out good information, all you have to do is look and see if her lips are moving.
Well, I'm always writing down notes and stuff too. I got so many things going on here. I'm telling you, I'm multitasking, and you know what? That's what we do, entrepreneurs. That's what we do as leaders. You know, there's always that's what we do. We're all multitaskers, and we're answering questions and supporting our people. But you know what? This is a really great time in history. Truly, this is history making where we're at right now today, and over the course of these last few weeks. You know, everybody band together, be supportive of one another. You know, make sure that we go in the right direction with things. Will there be a hiccup or two? Probably. I mean, like I said, that's why we jump in at this point of the game, is because we know what the possibilities are. And so by knowing that, we know that the rewards could be very large for everybody involved, and that's why we do this. So be supportive of your people, be supportive, be positive, and you know what, if there's hiccups along the way, granted there probably will be. I mean, we're all human, and it's part of a structure that you develop when 100,000 people show up for the party. You know what, maybe we didn't cater enough food out. Well, we go and get more food. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of that process. Remember, people, it's not a day. It's a time frame. It's something that we're evolving through. And you know what? I'm just really grateful to be part of it. I'm really grateful to be part of this great team, and being part of this point in history that we're all developing right now. So pat yourselves all on the back and congratulate you for being wise enough to accept that invitation from the person that brought you to Total Takeover, and for everything that we're going to do forward from this day too. So remember, if you're watching this program, to get back to the person that invited you here and become part of our Total Takeover family. We'll welcome you all with open arms. Back to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Tracy.
I just have one thing to
John,
say.
do you have any final comments?
Yes, I do. Success is here in TTO. What do I recommend? Just do it. Get involved now. You'll be glad you did.
Thank you, Joan. Alejandro, closing comments. You're muted, Alejandro. You need to unmute. Start all over again. Alejandro is muted. You need to unmute. Start all over again.
Yes. Sorry. I think I am the first newbie here, but I will just do it as fast as I can. So that's my comment. Muted again. Something happened.
Yep. I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think, you know what, I think that we've had a really great session today. We're just past the top of the hour. There's a lot of work to be done today. I know we've all got, I see that Jenna's got back at her desk again, and I think that there's a lot of work to be done. I know I've been really stretched for time today, but you know what, every day's a blessing. All of you are a blessing, and of course all of you out there are a blessing too. So I think with that being said, Andrew, I think take us on out.
We're good to go.
Very good. Thank you for attending today's episode of the TTO Radio Marketing Madness Explosion on the Planet Earth. Awesome show today. We want to invite you to come back tomorrow. We're here Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like Tracy had mentioned, we would like for you to get back with the person who invited you to this show and get hooked up with them with a Total Takeover. Also, we would like you to go to ttoradio.info and look at the information there about subscribing to our channel. Doing that will give you the notifications each day as Carl sets up the new show for each day. And always remember, it takes leaders with vision to lead people with dreams. Let's participate in our Total Takeover like you'd want your personally sponsor to participate. Bye for now and have a great day. Be sure and get back to the person that brought you to this show. Have a great day.